Otis James, doing whatever an Otis James does. Hey y'all, what's up? I'm back. Alright, we got 350 sitting here. We're going to put an intake on her. Using a Weiand, small block Chevy. Regular head, old style, whatever you want to call it. Not TBI, not Vortec. A couple things we'll go over before I plop this thing on here. You see, got the gasket on there already. I put a little silicone around each one of them. Some say you don't have to, some say you do. I say, hey, why not put it on, man? Because if you needed it, once you run the engine, you got leaks everywhere. It's too late. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put this here silicone using Permatex Ultra Black. And I'm going to put a nice bead on both ends. I don't know if you can see this good or not when I go do this, but I'll put a nice bead across the back there on the China wall, as they call it. So China wall is going to be that there. This one up front here. You know, that there in the front, the timing cover, and in the back here. You'll put a nice bead across there. So, I just got some on my hand from the side. Whatever. Alright, so let's go ahead, get that bead going. And some of y'all will be like, that's too fat. Hey, too much is alright. Too little. And you get too little too late. Get it up there, up against that gasket, up against both gaskets on this side and on this side. You know, nice in there. We're gonna put a little extra right there. Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, it'll be sticking out all over the place. But hey, I can wipe that off. The oil, once it's coming out, that's a little too late. So I'm putting it across the front channel wall here. Again, trying to get that in there nice up against. So when you drop this here intake on, it's going to go on nice and squishy. Alright, so get that up here. Nice bead all the way across. Nice bead all the way across. Now you see I put them down through around the outside, all the intake ports and everything. I didn't block off the crossover, y'all, whatever. This is a street engine. It ain't no fire-breathing beast. It ain't going in the burnout truck or nothing. Alright, it's going into Monte Carlo. Mama's going to drive it and stuff. So, let me go ahead and switch this around, see if I can get bird's eye view for you. And then we're going to put this intake down. And then we'll talk about putting these bolts in this intake. So this here is going to be a Weiand Street Warrior. So we're going to have pretty good handle, because it is a, here we go. It's not a big wide open racing one. It is a dual plane. Alright, so we got the curb plop on there. You see some squishiness going on. Same thing in the back, you know, curb plunk, little squishiness. Right there by where that is, we're going to wipe that off, but we're going to wait. We're going to wait till we get some of these bolts in. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to start putting some of these center bolts in. This Weiand comes with 4 of them, says use them in the center. It also says use thread sealant on there. So we're going to put some thread sealant on there. This is also Permatex Seal Lock. This is called. Get on there nice. Put them down in. Spin a little bit by hand. Get them started. And then once we get these all gooped up and start center ones, I'm going to go ahead and grab some more and do the rest of them. Now, you're going to read some stuff. Some people tell you put thread sealant on all of them. Some will tell you put thread sealant on none of them, whatever. I say, what's going to hurt, man? Put thread sealant on all of them. That way, you don't have to remember which one is a blind hole, which one goes into a water jacket. You don't have to remember any of that stuff. And it's not going to hurt anything to put it on there. What's the worst going to happen? You're going to seal threads, whatever. Maybe give it a little, almost like a Loctite action on it, because you'll be able to go ahead and help that thing stay put too. But again, this Weiand Street Warrior, it comes with these four that you put them in the middle. Is what they tell you to do. I gotta admit, I didn't come totally prepared. I did not get the other bolts out so I can finish this intake off once I start going on here and torquing them down. My fault. Whatever. But they do tell you you might have to use a box wrench or at least a swivel to get it there. It's 12 point. You gotta use 12 point on these things because they are 12 points. Alright. That one's on there pretty far. It's already pretty snug. Ooh. I'll tell you what, this swivel ID ain't working so good neither. So we'll probably just take and have to torque it maybe with that, but we're going to have to turn them in with a wrench. Maybe it don't give me a lot of room to get in there at all. Let's get a wrench. We're back. Alright, so got a wrench, 7/16 bolt, but it's actually a 12-point 3/8 wrench that we're going to use to actually on the bolt head. Now we're going to get these kind of snug, but not too much. You don't want to go crazy on these things. Aluminum intake, so you don't get on there with like some big breaker bar or nothing. You'll break this intake. Alright, that one's kind of snug. That one's kind of snug. And this torque sequence as well. What you do is you start in these center ones. When you go to start down, you start in the center. Work from there, back there, up here, back there, up here. Basically, start from center, work your way out, and go back and forth. Alright, so we got those snug down. We got to get the rest of the intake bolts. Like I said, I'm sorry I didn't get the stuff all ready for you. Oh, dang. Look at it, y'all. There it comes. Alright, so like I said, we're going to go ahead and you're going to do this torque sequence. Once all these bolts are in here, let's say you forgot your paper, you can't figure out what you do with your paper. I got paper. Alright, roll down on there. Alright, hopefully you see that. Like I say, start center, work across, up, across, then go back, across, beside it, across, and then work to the front. Now when you do all these, don't just crank them right down. Start at 10 foot-pounds, go to 15 foot-pounds, then go to 25 foot-pounds. And make sure you use torque wrench on this. Like I said, it's aluminum intake. You want to tighten this the right way. You don't want nothing breaking. Oh, it sure is looking pretty. Sure is looking pretty. So again, y'all, Otis James, if you got any questions, throw them underneath there. Again, like these ones in the center here, these two here on both sides, they say are special. So make sure you use them first on this Weiand. But like I said, just throw some thread sealing on all of them. It don't all need them. I know. Don't need to comment about how it all don't need them. I'm just telling you, it ain't gonna hurt it. And if anything, it'll keep that thing from coming loose on you or something anyway. So we'll keep it nice and snug. All right, y'all. Otis James, out.